And Elise Lee joins us now from USC Women's Golf, one of our favorite teams here, always in the hunt for national championships. And you guys are right there, number 2 team in the country, coming off a big win in Palm Desert. Do you feel like the group is hitting top form here at the right time in the spring?
Yeah, so our team's been in really great shape so far. I think Justin said it's one of the best teams he's ever had. And I think our entire team is super excited. We're all absolutely hungry for more wins, so I think we're all in pretty good shape.
Tell us about your season, how it's been going for you so far.
It's been good. Had a steady finish, like top 20 at Palos Verdes, top 20 at Monterey, so just looking to climb up that leaderboard.
So you're from Irvine. We were talking off camera a little bit. You went to Northwestern, correct?
Yes.
And now you're back here at USC. How cool is it to be back home, close to family, and be a USC Trojan?
It's amazing. Coming to USC has always been a huge goal of mine. When I was a junior golfer, coaches didn't really look at me in high school, but kind of moved up ever since I came to college. So I'm glad that I had the opportunity to come here.
That's kind of cool. I kind of had that chip on your shoulder, though, that you got overlooked a little. That's a good mentality to have, especially in a competitive sport like golf.
Overlooked?
I wasn't very good in high school.
Oh, so dramatic improvement here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I always showed my interest, even when I was there. So I think, especially after winning the championship at Northwestern, I think it was time to go, ready to come.
Well, you come here, and as you said, I mean, this is such a competitive team. I mean, it's hard to even score on this team. What drew you to come in here? Was it just again? I want to be with the best. Wanted to come home, but the internal competition on this team must push you every single day.
I think that's what has made me a better golfer, being around such great players. I mean, I think Kathy, I grew up playing high school with, Jasmine, Kylie. I've known these girls my whole life, and I just know that I'm going to get better if I practice with these girls every day.
Yeah, you talk about, that large jump you made from high school to college. I'm a golfer who's not very good. How do I make that large jump from not very good to amazing?
I mean, at high school, it wasn't horrible. Like, I had a steady grow in my senior year, but I think I was just more dedicated. I truly wanted to get better, truly wanted to come home, especially. And I think that's what motivated me the most.
Why don't you work harder, Sean?
I
think that's what you
gotta
said.
practice
number one
more.
thing. Maybe play.
Not
some.
your problem, Cody. I feel like you're practicing plenty.
I practice and play a lot. And that's kind of my next question, though. Obviously, making that jump, like you said, from being not where you want to be in high school, but now being a great golfer in college. Golf is a sport that takes a lot of practice, and if you don't practice, that'll show on the course. How difficult is it to manage, school and your personal life as well as practicing enough to be effective on the course?
I think it's hard when you first start, but once you kind of get in the hang of it, you end up loving the process.
Yeah.
Waking up at 5:30 for practice every day. Like our team, we start practice the earliest. But you end up loving the mornings with your teammates. I mean, it's especially easy if you're with your teammates rather than just by yourself.
Do you guys practice every single day?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
How many balls do you hit a week, you think?
I'd say maybe like 100 a day, so
Jeez.
700.
How many balls do you hit a week?
700. During season, not a lot. During football season, I mean. Off season, yeah, we're doing a large bucket a day minimum.
I hit 109 holes, I think.
I also have a simulator. I have a
on the
simulator at home though, Jordan. So that doesn't,
wow.
that doesn't
brag.
count.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's addicting.
I was looking at the schedule. It would seem to me that we have a little bit of an advantage. Big Tens are local. NCAAs are fairly local. They're in Carlsbad, I believe. A lot of our schedules in the Pacific time zone. I mean, do you guys feel, I'm sure you all have championship aspirations. Do you feel like the path is out there for us to take advantage?
I'd say location, it's not huge. It's definitely more like skill preparation. But, I mean, it does help that we're in California. We don't have to travel so far. So anything helps.
The grass isn't different. What about, there's not, the courses aren't different depending in the region?
They are different, but I feel like especially every single player on our team has played so much everywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect us as much. Like home, there, we show up the same way with the same mind.
Yeah, when we have your coach on, he talks about all the different aspects of it. He really looks at it a different way. You know, I grew up with football coaches, and he looks at sports in a non-linear ways, and he's looking at things. How does he challenge you guys the most when you're out there working on your game?
Well, both coaches are always there helping us and stuff, but I think he trusts us enough as well. He'll tell us something and then we'll adapt to what we see and what he says. And so I think coaches definitely help a lot as well as players ourselves. We have enough experience.
All right, so I got a jealous golfer question for you. Last year you finished third, I think, right at the St. Andrews Links Collegiate.
Yes.
And that, did you get to play the old course while you were there?
Yes.
What was that like? That's a dream come true for a lot of golfers. How was that experience?
So first 2 days were at the Jubilee course,
Yeah.
and then we played a match on the old course. It's truly amazing. We had proper St. Andrews weather as well.
Really? Was it that bad?
We had some rain and wind, but I mean, it was amazing. That whole 18, beautiful.
Yeah, walking over the bridge and all that. Oh, it's
my
awesome.
God, amazing.
I was there this summer, Cody. You didn't ask me about it, but
you play?
I don't know, but I toured it, and
Okay.
it does seem like the wind is the only thing that protects a course like that. It could be in a lot of ways. If there's no wind, it would be one of the easier courses that you played, right? It's just
Yes.
in that part of the world, just the wind changes everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty gettable. It
Yeah.
actually looks just harder on TV, but I mean, greens you can putt from anywhere. And
Yeah.
then
And they have the double greens, the shared
Yeah.
greens.
Yeah.
Crazy course.
Maybe I need to take my game there.
You
Yeah.
like Scotland.
Just
Sean.
check the weather, Sean. Make sure it's not windy. You'll
A lot
be
of
good.
Scotch, a lot of golf. I
There you
think you'd fit in just fine there. Well, good luck the rest of the way. We'll be watching your team, always cheering for you, and it is fairly local. They're local coming up here. The Game Above Invitational in Rolling Hills next week is your next tournament. But as I said, if you're in Southern California, get out and support this team as they make a run for a championship this season. Speaking of teams looking to make a run, USC baseball is on absolute fire right now. Sax Matson is here to talk about it next on Trojans Live.